Hello everybody, it is I, CR Daredevil, and I am bringing you another episode in our SmackDown 2 season mode. However, this episode is a bit of a reboot because we had to start it over from scratch when we moved computers. The save state did not come over with it, so we're going to be starting from scratch. We're going to be starting from the beginning. Same CR Daredevil, although slightly different look to him, but starting from scratch. However, cool thing is we're going to have notes and stuff this time, which I will bring up as we go on, because we have the ranking system set up, and we're going to have like actual wins losses to keep track of, and it's going to be a kind of cool thing. Maybe. I don't know. If you guys enjoy that, there you go. But I'm excited to do this. To be doing this again. Not only that, but look at the slightly better graphics than before. Because now I have a computer that can run the game at a little bit better of frames per second than the previous computer could. Maybe you guys won't notice a difference, I don't know, but nevertheless, we of course are going to be the CR Daredevil with an unknown height and weight. Nobody knows what our height and weight is. We're going to take a quick look at the rankings to start things off, because you guys should know what the rankings are. Since I'm talking them up, you should see them. We of course have The Rock as a WWF champion, Undertaker, Triple H, Benoit, Jericho, Kane, and Kurt Angle, Mankind, and Rikishi make out the rest of the WWF title division. Intercontinental champions Eddie Guerrero. We got Val Venus, Edge, X-Pac, Road Dogg, Hardcore Holly, China, Test, and Steven Richards making up the rest of that division. European Championship division, we have Al Snow as a champion. We have Perry Saturn, the Good Father, D'Lo Brown, Albert, Gangrel, Mark Henry, Bradshaw, and Matt Hardy. Hardcore Championship belongs to Steve Blackman. We have Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, Big Boss Man, Farouk, Viscera, Bull Buchanan, Paul Bearer, and Taz, that is, in there. Light Heavyweight division, Dean Malenko is the champion. Scotty, Hottie, Grandmaster Sexay, Christian, Jeff Hardy, S.A. Rios, Taka Michinoku, Funaki, Crash, and of course, yours truly, CR Daredevil. Women's champion is Lita. We got Ivory, Jacqueline, the Cat, Tori, Trish Stratus, and Stephanie McMahon there. Vince and Shane are not assigned because they always win their matches, it seems like. Tag team champions, we're not going to go through all 20 teams, but especially because I can't edit these rankings anyway, but tag team champions are currently Hardy Boys. We got Edge and Christian, Too Cool, the Dudleys, and APA to top that off. So, there's that. A lot of stuff. Steven Richards is not happy that I didn't go through the tag team division. What'd you say? That's not allowed. Actually, super professional, need to do this really quick. That's what I thought. Okay. Anyway, so April, week 1 of the first year, and we are going to be diving into the action here on Raw is War. What is that main event? Oh my god. What is that main event? Also, I just randomly noticed that the screen for some reason is slightly cut off on the right, or on the left hand side. I don't know why. I have to fix that before the next episode. Anyway, yeah, this is all a thing apparently. But we're gonna start off with our opening contest this evening here on WWF Raw is War. We have the light heavyweights in action here as Taka Michinoku takes on Christian. We're going to simulate our way through that. Who wins the very first matchup in our season mode? It is Taka Michinoku. Taka is coming, mother effer. He is defeating the Christian. Then up next, we have the Hardcore Championship on the line as Steve Blackman, the Hardcore Champion, defends against Bubba Ray Dudley. Can Bubba Ray win the Hardcore Championship? And he does. Bubba Ray Dudley, in the very first title match in this save, or in this season, that is the new Hardcore Champion. So that's kind of a thing. Also, Steve Blackman, what the hell just happened, dude? You already lost the Hardcore Championship. The Undertaker is here, and he's cutting a promo where he says thought he would have a special match tonight, so he wants to know who his opponent is. Don't look at me. I don't know who your opponent is. But, yeah. We'll have to see who your opponent is right now, apparently. Well, not right now. Because before we get to that, we, of course, have a match with the debut of CR Daredevil. He's about to do the damn thing as he takes on Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, indeed, is about to be taken on here in this contest, as Shane McMahon has an explosion happening behind him. Somebody needs to save Shane McMahon. Oh my god. Here's the debuting rookie, CR Daredevil, with a mask on. He's got a somewhat darker blue long sleeve polo shirt, some black gloves, black pants. He is styling and profiling there. And then here comes one half of the Hardy Boys, one half of the WWF Tag Team Champions, that is, Mr. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, of course, is currently in the Light Heavyweight Championship rankings as well. So this is a Light Heavyweight Championship, or Light Heavyweight Division match, that is. Jeff Hardy currently sits as the, technically is number 4 in the rankings, since he is, since technically he's 5th, but they have the champions in there, so he is number 4 in the rankings, whereas Daredevil is all the way down at 9th. So Daredevil will gain a victory in this matchup. Could be a big jump for him right away, or maybe not. Who knows? Chris Jericho knows, though, as right away, though, this is not working out well for him, as he gets scooped and slammed to the canvas. Big move there. Some more moves as Jeff Hardy taking it to this Daredevil kid early on. Now, Daredevil is apparently a big roughneck kind of guy. He is a big brawler type. He has lots of punches. He has lots of kicks. As you see there with a kick to the groin. So, expect a lot of clubbing blows and stuff like that from him. But unfortunately, because he has very strong skills in the roughneck, he had to sacrifice himself somewhere else, and he sacrificed himself in the speed department. So he might not be doing well against people with speed maneuvers like Mr. Jeff Hardy. So we'll have to see how this plays out for him. Big punch sends him down. Whoop. Spun or snapmare down to the canvas. Alright, somehow that hit. Kick to the groin once again here, and then a bulldog to follow that up. Mr. Daredevil here stomping. Oh my god, he flipped him. Big Mongolian chop there from CR Daredevil, as he kicks him in the groin once again. My god, all of the kicks in the groin. Jeff Hardy was taking it to him early on, but this rookie is doing it right now as he gets a big old Yakuza kick to Jeff Hardy's face. Jeff Hardy trying to mount a little bit of offense here, doing flippy stuff, but Daredevil is smart enough to get out of the way of that and slam his head to the canvas and send him flying over the top of him. Here comes Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy is here, and he's going to beat up the rookie. But first, Jeff Hardy goes over the top rope. Sleeper slam. Daredevil just completely ignoring Matt Hardy. Oh, he just taunted. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Probably should have looked, but my console has achievements set up in it. Has retro achievements set up in it, so you can see achievements being done in this as well. Because, cool stuff. I don't know if that actually appeared on on there or not. I have the video thing or minimized at the moment. Big snapmare by Jeff Hardy. Daredevil goes for that Yakuza kick but missed. Jeff Hardy taking it to Daredevil now as for some reason he decides to just taunt next to him by going down on his hands and knees there. Daredevil does not take kindness to this and kicks him right in the groin again. Following it up with the Bulldog. He picks him up, but Jeff Hardy able to avoid whatever Daredevil was going for at that time. The big boot, though, just dazes Jeff Hardy, who gets hit with a double arm DDT for the KO. And just like that, Daredevil able to get the victory here in his debut on Raw is War. This big indie sensation, who for some reason has The Rock's post-match taunt. I may have forgotten to go in and change his post-match taunt, but it is what it is. Nevertheless, a big victory there for CR Daredevil in his rookie debut, if you will. His WWF debut, if you will. And we move on from there to a matchup between The Goodfather, a member of the RTC, and Rikishi, a member of Too Cool. Which one of these two men gets the victory here tonight? It is none other than Rikishi. Rikishi getting the victory, trying to gain momentum as he is at the bottom of the WWF Championship rankings. Up next, here on Raw is War, we have a fatal four-way matchup featuring Val Venus, Edge, Steven Richards, and Devon Dudley. We'll have to see who wins this fatal four-way matchup. And it is Edge. Edge wins over Val Venus in a little bit of a squash there, honestly. There's S.A. Rios. What's he doing? Steven Richards is not happy about the fact that he lost. Oh, he smacked the camera. What the hell? Stevie, what are you doing? You're smacking the camera and everything? Come on now. Can't be doing that just because you lost a match. Alright, triple threat match up next, as now we find out who, what Undertaker's big match was tonight, as he is in a triple threat match against two members of DX, Triple H and X-Pac. I'm sure this will go clean. I'm sure there'll be no potential shenanigans in this whatsoever. See? No shenanigans. Undertaker wins. Alright, on to our semi-main event, which is a battle royal featuring Grandmaster Sexay, Matt Hardy, Kurt Angle, and Scotty Hottie. That is certainly a match. Of course, battle royals in this game are elimination, so that means that only one person will be left standing at the end. It won't be Sexay, it won't be Scotty, it won't be Kurt Angle, it will be Matt freaking Hardy. Matt Hardy wins a battle royal featuring Kurt Angle and Too Cool. So, that's a thing. We move on to our main event of the evening, which, again, I'm still confused as to why this is the main event. Not that, you know, I'm being sexist or anything, but out of all the matches we had, including a triple threat match featuring The Undertaker, Triple H, and X-Pac, we have a main event of Raw's War featuring Seth McMahon taking on Ivory. This might be the first time I've actually seen a women's match main event a show, so starting off the season in a big way, as Ivory gets the big victory against Stephanie McMahon to close out Raw's War. Alright, we move on to week 2 in April. It is time for WWF SmackDown. What in the... Why is Stephanie McMahon continuously main eventing shows? What even is this? Why is Stephanie McMahon in the main event once again? Is it main event Stephanie now? Is she just going to main event every show? Alright. Well, we're going to open up SmackDown with a triple threat matchup featuring Farouk, the former Hardcore Champion Steve Blackman, and the Big Boss Man. But first we're going to go to a promo somewhere. Speaking of the Big Boss Man, there he is. Oh my god, it's Road Dogg. Road Dogg is here tonight. I don't know why we're hyping up the arrival of Road Dogg, but sure. Let's hype up the arrival of Road Dogg. Alright, triple threat action. Farouk, Bossman, Blackman. And Steve Blackman gets some momentum back for himself as he gets the victory here tonight. European Championship on the line in a singles matchup as Al Snow. The European Champion defends against Perry Saturn. Will we have a new champion? We do! We have 2 title matches so far and 2 new champions, as it is the Saturn, Mr. Perry Saturn, that is, who leaves victorious with the championship here tonight. And, well, it's a hell of a start, honestly, so far in this. We have 2 new champions after 2 matches that have happened. That's crazy stuff for sure. But up next, we have a singles matchup featuring the Cat taking on the WWF Women's Champion Lita in non-title action. Can the Cat have some success here? She can! Man, now the Cat is knocking off Lita. Like, what is happening in this save already? A lot of crazy stuff for sure. Up next, that kid who made his debut on Raw's War, CR Daredevil, takes on a freaking Olympic gold medalist in Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is 0-1 in the season so far, as he took a loss in that Battle Royal featuring Too Cool and the eventual winner Matt Hardy. Whereas CR Daredevil, speaking of a Hardy, defeated Jeff Hardy in his debut. Angle, of course, in the WWF Championship picture, whereas CR Daredevil is trying to work his way up the ranks in the light heavyweight division. We'll have to see what happens here. He is a beefy light heavyweight too, if you can tell here. He is a very muscular light heavyweight. It does help, and you can't really tell that well, but it does help that he is actually a little bit shorter than most. Here comes Kurt Angle. Well, what? That is a smile. I kind of forgot about that face. I kind of forgot about that face in this game. Speaking of, there's Kurt Angle. So, yeah, that's a face on Kurt Angle there. For those who didn't catch it in the first time I tried to do this season mode, this game was like the game for me growing up. It came out when I was a kid. You know, kind of dating myself here, I guess, a little bit. Oh, big low blow. But it came out when I was a kid, and for like so long, this was the game for me. I played this thing like crazy. Definitely enjoyed playing it for sure. And when the next WWF PlayStation game, Just Bring It, came out, I was at the time when I was a kid, we were kind of unable to afford kind of brand new games like that, so I did not get Just Bring It. And in fact, I didn't play Just Bring It until years later. Shut Your Mouth, we did eventually get, but it was like 6 months after it came out. So for a good little while there, it was SmackDown 2. It was my game. I had so much fun playing this game. So many season modes. Oh, arm trap headbutts there. So much fun with the season mode in this game, and doing all sorts of crazy stuff in it. Would play out kind of my own different season things, like, you know, play out these whole long, like, 50-year things in it and all that. So I had a lot of fun playing it. So that's it is definitely one of my more favorite games when it comes to the WWF games that have happened on home consoles. A big clothesline by Kurt Angle. Back and forth matchup here on SmackDown between these two men. Kurt Angle, an Olympic gold medalist. King of the Ring at this point. I think he won it he won it the year before this, so he's we're gonna have to see if Kurt Angle, when we get closer here in a couple months, we'll have to see if he ends up in the King of the Ring tournament again. But we're not focused on the King of the Ring right now. We're focused on this April 2nd week episode of SmackDown, where CR Daredevil and Kurt Angle are going at it in this matchup. Back and forth action here from these two men. Big chop there from Daredevil. Oh, drop kick gets blocked there, but the chop does not. Kurt Angle trying to fight back in control. Angle, I think it would be smart for him. Oh, 10:31. Angle, I think it would be smart for him to stick with what brings him to the dance, which is, of course, his grappling, his wrestling skills. He seems to be kind of trying to go a little bit more of a brawl type with this Daredevil kid, and that's not going to help. That's not going to do well. You're not going to do too well going up against a brawler like this. He, you know, as you see, he likes to punch you. He likes to strike you. He likes to hit you with all sorts of crazy stuff. Big neck breaker there from Kurt Angle, who gets chopped down to the canvas. Brought up. Double arm DDT for the victory. I might turn KOs off. We'll see. We'll have to see. I wasn't exactly expecting to get 2 knockouts in 2 straight matches, but we'll have to see about that. The only reason why I like having knockouts on when I'm doing this is because in like triple threat and fatal 4 matches, it can be really difficult to get the victory, like to get the match over if you don't have knockouts on. But we might turn that off in the next episode because I'm not exactly expecting to get all these knockouts consistently like this. Nevertheless, we move on to a tables matchup featuring the new hardcore champion Bubba Ray Dudley taking on Taz in a non-title matchup. Also, Road Dogg had that big promo featuring his arrival, and tonight he's going 1-1 with the Undertaker. Oh, and Taz was in the table match, so there goes any momentum that the new hardcore champion had. He lost the very next match he was in. So there's that. Up next, a singles matchup between Road Dogg and the Undertaker. Who walks out victorious? It is the Undertaker getting the victory here, as Road Dogg, despite the fact that he had that big pop for his arrival here today, does not get the victory. Test looking on in shock in that picture. The Undertaker seems satisfied with the victory here. He is talking about how easy it was to chokeslam the Road Dogg and also give him the last ride, because that was the thing he did this time. There's the APA. Damn. By the way, despite the fact that we are coming out to the APA's theme and all that, we're not associated with the APA in this. I didn't really like any other choices for my character. Nevertheless, semi-main event, singles matchup, Rikishi taking on Triple H. Have to see if Rikishi can get the victory here. He cannot. He gets kind of buried. Not full on buried, but it seemed like it was kind of a foregone conclusion there. And then our main event, for some reason, main event McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, is in the main event, this time against Trish Stratus. Now, she lost last time. Can she get the victory here? Against a Trish Stratus that is not as seasoned of a wrestler at this point, but no, she can't. So, Stephanie McMahon in 2 straight main events and losing both of them. Alright, we move on to the 3rd week of April. Another episode of Raw is War. We'll have to see what happens here. Oh, main event, Stephanie no longer in the main event. As instead, we have a match happening there first. We'll have to see how that plays out. But first, we open up with a singles contest between Mark Henry and the Good Father. Good Father coming into this matchup 0-1. Stephanie McMahon Helmsley not happy that she is out of the main event here tonight. The Good Father coming into this matchup 0-1. Mark Henry not made his debut yet, or has not made his debut yet. Meanwhile, big pop for CR Daredevil showing up. He's defeated Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle in back-to-back weeks. He's getting a big pop. He has a matchup here tonight. We'll have to see how that plays out. I don't know what I did between the last season and this season, by the way, because suddenly I'm having a ton of matches at the start. I remember that first time we had no matches. Mark Henry loses his debut, by the way, as he takes a loss to the man right there on the screen, the Good Father. Yeah, I don't know why I'm suddenly having a bunch of matches. Mark Henry seems restless, despite the fact that he just lost a match. But he seems restless. Alright. Why not? Yeah, kind of crazy why we're getting all these matches. I'm not gonna complain, but it's just kind of crazy. Nevertheless, a singles matchup happening between Albert and Hardcore Holly. Holly making his season debut, whereas Albert is also making his season debut. Two men making their season debut, and Hardcore Holly gets the victory here over Albert. Hardcore Holly looking to move up in the Intercontinental Championship picture, whereas Albert possibly stumbling back in the European Championship division. We'll have to see. Val Venus is just staring at us. What in the hell? Alright. I said, what in the hell? I said that I wasn't associated with the APA. But my god, is it hilarious that we are now in a segment where we're asking the APA to attack either the current WWF Light Heavyweight Champion, Dean Malenko, or Vince McMahon. Well, obviously, because we are in the Light Heavyweight division, we're obviously going to go after Vince McMahon. We're obviously going to target the Light Heavyweight Champion himself, Dean Malenko. Because Daredevil... Oh! Daredevil couldn't persuade the APA to attack Dean Malenko. Dang it. That sucks. I guess if we had chose one, we could have gotten... Maybe we could have gotten some help if we chose one versus the other. Maybe if we told him to attack Vince, they would have attacked Vince. But we couldn't convince him to attack the Light Heavyweight Champion. That sucks. Alright. Anyway, singles matchup between Steve Blackman and Bull Buchanan. Buchanan making his debut, whereas Blackman is now 1-1 on the season. And Bull Buchanan gets the surprise victory. Steve Blackman, man, what is going on with you? You are now 1-2 on the season. What is going on? Singles matchup in the Light Heavyweight division as Christian takes on Crash. Christian 0-1 so far. Crash making his season debut. And Christian getting the victory here tonight on Raw's War. We move on to the fifth match of the evening, where we see Devon Dudley taking on this young rookie guy who's in his first month of his WWF career, CR Daredevil. We'll just see if Daredevil can keep up his winning ways against a man who is 0-1 so far in this season. Bum bum ba 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 dum bum ba bum bum ba dum ba ba bow 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 bow. There's me singing Devon Dudley's theme. Devon Dudley coming to the ring. His glasses are kind of clipping in and out, but it's what it is. Meanwhile, we have this guy who could not persuade the people he's using the theme music of. Maybe they were mad. They were like, hey, we know that you're coming out to our theme. We're not going to work. We're not going to do your work for you. Get the hell out of here. Not going to happen. Ah, it's Taz. He's not happy. He is not happy at all. I don't know why I just started with a couple punches there, but sure, why not? Big suplex there by Devon Dudley, who gets chopped down to the canvas. Back and forth action here, as there are table signs and Devon Dudley signs all throughout the arena. Devon Dudley with a big elbow drop there. Oh my brother, indeed. But unfortunately, he gets hit with a punch to the face. He's able to fight back, though. Big back and forth action here. A jawbreaker by Devon takes this kid down to the canvas here. Daredevil ducking under stuff. Hitting the low blow. I'm guessing there's no disqualifications because Daredevil's hitting low blows in like all of his matches and he's not getting DQ'd, so. Big kick. Big chop to the, or kind of a throat thrust there, taking Devon down. Devon with a swinging neck breaker there, or not swinging, but a big neck breaker there, followed up by a big DDT and a snapmare. Devon Dudley put in some offense right here. Another vertical suplex by Devon Dudley. But Daredevil takes him down to the canvas with one shot, knocks him back into the corner. Oh, look at that. Just working, just putting his boot right in his face. A big punch to the face. My God. Everybody boo this man. Everybody boo this man indeed. 10:31. Devon Dudley, snapmare down. Another snapmare. Devon Dudley, king of the snapmares. He's just doing those like crazy right now. And the vertical suplexes. Back and forth action here. Ducks under. Oh my God, a back body drop to the outside. Oh, it's Bubba Ray Dudley. Who gets his ass beat up. Not his ass beat up, that's kind of weird, but he gets punched a bunch there. Or hit a bunch. Oh, Devon hit Bubba Ray Dudley. He got stunned on the ropes because of it. Daredevil trying to take advantage of the mess up there by their teammates. Big punch to the face. Oh, he's gonna punch him in the face again. This Daredevil guy does not care if he's he does not seem to care about being a good guy. The arm trap headbutts. Devon's out. Oh, that's a rope break apparently. Slamming his head to the canvas. Devon kicking out there. Oh, big shoulder block. A shoulder attempted the shoulder tackle there. Devon comes back. Big back body drop. Devon trying to catch his breath there, but comes flying back with his spinning forearm punch, whatever you will. Devon taking him out into the canvas again, into the cover. Daredevil not even breaking out the double arm DDT here tonight, as he gets the victory with the arms. He slams his head to the mat really. That achievement, by the way, was finish what they started. For some reason, it gave me that achievement when it said, because it had interference in a season mode match. We didn't interfere in the match, but for some reason it gave us the achievement anyway. Yeah. Definitely something you guys should check out at some point in time if you ever want to. It is a Retro Achievements is the name of the site, whatever, and it's really cool. Anyway, singles matchup here between Val Venus and that's gotta be Taz. It's gotta be Taz here taking on Val Venus. Taz, of course, undefeated, 1-0 so far, whereas Val Venus is 0-1. And Taz remaining undefeated, going to 2-0. That's not what I meant to click. Alright, next up is a battle royal featuring Chris Jericho, Triple H, Kane, and a man who we saw earlier in the night already, Bubba Ray Dudley. Who will win this battle royal? The hardcore champion, Bubba Ray Dudley, in here with 3 big stars. And Bubba was the first one eliminated, as Triple H gets the victory here over everyone else in that matchup. And then we have our main event of the evening, as Rikishi takes on a debuting Mankind. My god, that looked like a squash at first. But Rikishi was able to come back and get the big victory in the main event of Raw is War. We move on to the 4th week of April. It is time for WWF SmackDown. Go home for Backlash, and we are featuring 3 title matches on this show. My god, we have 3 titles on the line here tonight. But before we can get to those title matches, we have Bull Buchanan going one-on-one with Albert to open up SmackDown. Albert 0-1, Bull Buchanan 1-0, and Bull Buchanan, undefeated Bull Buchanan. He's won 2 matches. He is 2-0 so far in this. Then we have 2 debuts in the season mode as Funaki goes one-on-one with the Intercontinental Champion Eddie Guerrero. You have to see. Eddie gets the victory. Kind of a little bit of a given thing there, really. Eddie Guerrero getting the victory over Funaki in a non-title matchup there. Chris Jericho, kind of pleased by that. Only kind of, though. Feel the electricity when the People's Champ enters. The People's Champion with that pretty decent sized microphone. The Rock says stuff. Oh, it's Triple H. Triple H is heading for the ring. Triple H has to say stuff as well. This promo battle right in the middle of the show between The Rock and Triple H. The Rock, of course, defending the WWE Championship tonight against The Undertaker. Can The Rock get his attention focused on The Undertaker, or will Triple H get into his head and prevent him from doing so? We move on to a singles matchup happening between the Cat and Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus and the Cat both with victories so far in this season. One of these women will leave with a loss, and it is the Cat who loses as Trish Stratus goes to 2-0 on the season. There's Vince McMahon. He's doing things and stuff. Triple H says, Road Dogg be ruthless. Hit them when their guard is down. Who's he attacking? Also, what? Somebody was missing from that segment. Normally when you see that segment, it's Road Dogg and X-Pac together in that segment with Triple H. X-Pac was missing out of that segment for some reason. I don't know why. That's weird. Anyway, apparently, that rookie CR Daredevil, who has been on a hell of a run so far, is going to be going one-on-one with Crash freaking Holly. A light heavyweight division matchup. We'll have to see if Daredevil can keep up his winning ways, or if he finally loses his first match to Crash. Here comes Crash to the ring, Mr. 24/7. Carrying that scale because he wants to make sure that everybody qualifies for the light heavyweight division like he does. That's his gimmick in the season mode, and you can't change it. He wants to make sure everybody qualifies for the light heavyweight division like he does. And here comes this rookie kid. This young, unknown character known as CR Daredevil. There's 3-0 in this season so far. He's also had like more matches than everybody else so far too. I mean, there's a couple of people who've had 3 matches, but he'll be the first one to 4. Big chops as Crash goes down to the canvas. And then gets kicked in the groin for his trouble. Comes back with the neck breaker though. Working on the leg of CR Daredevil there. Not sure what for. He doesn't have any leg-based offense, but he's going to punch him in the face and then snapmare. Oh, reverse DDT from by a crash there. We're going to have to see who comes out victorious in this matchup. Big shoulder block there by Crash Holly, who's giving Daredevil a little bit of a run on here, or in this at the start of this matchup here. Crash seems to be in control, taking it to this kid, this rookie, if you will. Definitely been kind of dominating the first minute of this matchup. Daredevil able to reverse that Irish whip attempt though, and punches Crash in the face. Sends him off the ropes himself. Oh, into a sleeper hold. Trying to wear out Crash Holly, trying to get him tired. Crash is able to try to fight back with a forearm. Oh, but a jawbreaker by Daredevil takes him down to the canvas. And arm trapped headbutts right to the face of Crash Holly. Then gets his head slammed on the mat. Daredevil starting to pick up some momentum here after the big rush at the start of the matchup by Crash Holly. Crash trying to fight back here though with a big scoop slam on the light heavyweight known as CR Daredevil. Big punch to the face takes Crash Holly down though. An elbow drop by Crash Holly. Oh, but a big boot there. Crash was dazed from the big boot and then got caught into a headlock and get punched in the face on back-to-back occasions here. Crash trying to fight back though, slugging him in the back of it. Crash goes between the legs. Oh, he's trying to put Daredevil to sleep himself. Daredevil not going to sleep though. Big throat thrust there, followed by slamming his head to the canvas. Oh, big atomic drop, hitting him in the groin. He's going for a cover after this. Only a 2 count. Crash Holly not jobbing to the big shot or knee to the groin there really. Scoop slam takes down Daredevil. Crash Holly trying to do what he can to get this rookie put down to the canvas. But a big clubbing blow to the back of the head. A German suplex with the bridge. It's a rope break. Oh, the big Yakuza kick takes down Crash Holly. And then Daredevil hits the double arm DDT. And that leads to a victory. Crash Holly really gave it to him. Really gave it to this rookie. He really tried to do what he could to beat him. But at the end of the day, CR Daredevil just too much for Crash Holly, getting the victory here tonight on SmackDown. By the way, this is set on normal difficulty. And as you see, we're having a good back and forth competitive matchup. Maybe I'll consider moving it to hard at some point in the future. I don't know for sure, but because I am still winning all my matches. Although that one I could have lost, honestly, if Crash had hit his finisher. Oh, Road Dogg and X-Pac are punishing The Rock. X-Pac's got a pipe and Road Dogg's got a hammer. Oh my god, they're beating up The Rock before his title match up here tonight against The Undertaker. But, yeah. We'll see what happens. If I keep winning all my matches, maybe we'll bump it up. I don't want it to be one of these things where we just do like this Goldberg run through this whole season. Like, obviously I want to lose some matches too, so that way we can make it, a little bit more entertaining. Because who the heck would want to win all the time? That's just boring. Anyway, Tag Team Championships on the line. As we get past the breaking the fourth wall there a little bit. As the Hardy Boys defend against Edge and Christian. To see who comes out victorious in this matchup. Is it the Hardy Boys? It is the Hardy Boys. The Hardys making defense number 1 of their tag team titles here tonight. Able to defeat Edge and Christian. We move on to what is probably going to be the first of a billion matches between these two men. As Dean Malenko defends the Light Heavyweight Championship in a ladder match against Scotty Hottie. Dean Malenko making his season debut. He's against Scotty, Hottie, who has a loss so far in his record, and Dean Malenko able to get the victory in this ladder match and retain the light heavyweight championship. It's a big victory there for Dean Malenko. We move on to the semi-main event of this episode of SmackDown. It's going to feature Kurt Angle taking on Chris Jericho. Both men without a victory so far. Who's going to leave victorious? It is Chris Jericho who leaves victorious. Kurt Angle. I'm going to 0-3 in this season so far. It's kind of a surprising result there. Nevertheless, main event time. WWF Championship on the line as The Rock defends against The Undertaker. Rock making his in-ring debut in this season so far. The Undertaker 2-0. Who leaves victorious? Who leaves victorious? Oh my god, we already have a new WWF champion. Obviously, The Rock was hurt from what happened earlier in the night. And because of that, we have a new WWF champion in The Undertaker. And now Triple H and Vince McMahon are yelling at The Rock. Actually, they're just laughing about the fact that The Rock just lost the WWF championship. That's what they're doing. The Rock is not even caring about the fact that he just lost the title, because he wants to brag about the fact that Stone Cold is here. Oh my god. Oh, I thought Triple H jumped over the top rope. I thought he was like, I'm out of here. Going after him. Steven Richards says, man, you're a lunatic. Why'd you think that he was jumping over the top rope? What's wrong with you? Well, we have a new WWF Heavyweight Champion in The Undertaker here tonight, as we get ready for Backlash. Backlash in year 1 here. We'll have to see what happens with this show and all of the craziness that's sure to happen on this show, as Chris just stands there looking at us. You talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Well, Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass. Oh my god, he blew up the bus. Well, actually, he just dented the bus, but sure, he blew it up. Let's go eat at People's Cafe. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Let's go eat at the People's Cafe, guys. Guys and gals. And non-binary people. Shouts out to non-binary people, too. The Big Red Machine. He's 0-1 so far in this season. Cedric Van Helmsley, not happy about the fact that she was in 2 main events and then not featured since. Here is big news. Stone Cold will enter in a main event of next Backlash as a special referee. Slight translation issue. There's the cat. She's holding her top, apparently. All right. We got the achievement for unlocking Stone Cold Dirty Season mode, despite the fact that we technically haven't unlocked him yet. It's time for Backlash. This is a show. What in the world is that? What in the world is that? Alright, well, we open up Backlash featuring Kai and Tai taking on the APA. What is sure to be a crazy matchup. No idea which team will actually come out victorious in this one. And it's the APA. The APA getting the victory over Kai and Tai here. As we are in a match for sure. There is the commissioner. Well, is Stone Cold really making an appearance tonight? As you may know already, the cards are subject to change without notice. What? Vince, why would you be saying that? Stone Cold's not on the card, so why would you be talking about the fact that the card could change? That's a weird thing to say. You don't want Stone Cold here tonight. I don't know. Whatever. Alright. Up next, we have a singles matchup between The Goodfather and Al freaking Snow. Al Snow, the former European champion, taking on The Goodfather. Al Snow gets the victory So he's able to try to keep himself in contention for the European Championship. As there is DX, or at least 2 members of DX. The Rock is prepared to face his destiny against Triple H. He's gonna lay the smackdown on him, and then he's gonna beat him again, and then he's gonna go over here, and then he's gonna walk away, and Michael Cole's gonna be, I don't know, Michael Cole's gonna be confused. Speaking of, there is The Rock, the now former WWF champion. All right, big fatal 4-way matchup for some reason between Chyna, who's making her season debut, Steven Richards, a boss man, and that rookie kid who's been on an undefeated run so far, CR Daredevil. No idea what brought this match about. Chyna's making her in-ring debut. Steven Richards is 0-1. Boss Man's 0-1. And CR Daredevil is 4-0. So I don't know I don't know why this match is happening, but don't treat her like a woman, apparently. Do not treat her like a woman or a man, or like you know her. Chyna makes her debut here in the Intercontinental Championship division. This match also was just all over the place when it comes to divisions as well, so who knows. Here comes Steven Richards, who is also in the Intercontinental Championship division. He's looking to get a victory, and more importantly, to censor the people of the WWF. We got the Big Boss Man. Oh, the Big Boss Man. He's going to do the Big Boss Man things. He's going to spin that nice stick. He's going to carry that nice stick to the ring because he's the Big Boss Man. Look, he's spinning that nice stick. And he's going to point with the nice stick. And then, of course, here comes this rookie making his pay-per-view debut for the WWF. It is none other than CR Daredevil. Can he win his pay-per-view debut? We'll have to see, as there is Too Cool looking up at us as we look down at them. Kind of back and forth there, really. So the Fatal 4-Way match might be a little bit harder to win. 1, because we're going to have to deal with 3 different opponents. And 2, because with it being knockout on, if somebody knocks out somebody in this, we're going to have some issues. Oh, stomping him on the face. Ow. His groin. We hit somebody. We're going to beat up on Chyna for a little bit here. Daredevil sends Chyna into the corner. He chokes her in the corner there as Steven Richards gets his head knocked off, basically. Daredevil and Chyna pairing off while Steven Richards and Big Boss Man pair off. Oh, Yakuza kicking into the corner. Chyna with a big bulldog out of the corner, though. These 4 individuals going at it here. Chyna working over Daredevil while Big Boss Man and Steven Richards go back and forth at it. Chyna, for some reason, decided to go just leave there. This match is already absolute chaos. Daredevil getting clothesline from behind. Oh, Boss Man slam! Can't hit the Boss Man slam just out of nowhere like that. What's wrong with you? Groin! Everybody just kind of stood around and watched that happen. Rope break for the pinfall there attempt. Steven Richards gets hit in the face. Only get... Oh god. This is absolute chaos. I'm trying to call it, but it is a bunch of craziness. Oh, Daredevil to the outside. He's gonna taunt a little bit. Get back in the ring. Oh, the headbutt punch, or the headlock punch to Chyna. Sending Chyna into the corner. Let's just stomp her down. Boss Man got sent out of the ring, but immediately came back in the ring. Somebody back suplexes here. big punch to the face of the boss man. Only one count from the roll up there. Another punch to the face of the boss man. All four individuals doing a lot of crazy stuff. Oh no, the boss man attack. Blah. Boss man hitting all his big signature moves tonight. Steven Richards just going for any cover he can at this point. Which I guess I can't blame him. Clubbing go to the back of the boss man. Oh, low blow! Into the cover. Only a one count. Caught the leg. There's a cover. Oh, only just a 2.9 really there. Oh my god, boss man's doing our own move to us. Hey, you get back here. How dare you do our move to us? Groin. Back suplex there. As one rope break. It is a single rope break. Catching his throat on the top rope, or on the middle rope there. China running around all over the place. Double arm DDT with the KO. The KO from Daredevil as we win a match at Backlash. Daredevil somehow, in the crazy chaos of that match, gets the victory over the boss man, over Steven Richards, and over China. That was chaotic. That was chaotic for sure. But somehow, CR Daredevil able to keep up that winning streak. Going to 5-0 in the season mode and able to get the victory. Intercontinental Championship on the line as Eddie Guerrero defends against Val Venus. Eddie Guerrero 1-0 so far. Val Venus 0-2. And Eddie Guerrero able to retain his Intercontinental Championship over Val Venus. Up next, I said it was going to possibly happen multiple times. It's happening again, this time in a singles matchup, as it is Dean Malenko defending the Light Heavyweight Championship against Scooty 2 Hootie. Scooty 2 Hootie getting another title match. Can Scooty win? Scooty wins! Scotty 2 Hottie is the Light Heavyweight Champion. He couldn't get it done in the ladder match, but he is able to get it done in this matchup here, as he is able to defeat the Dean Malenko. The Dean Malenko, that is, of course. We have an Anywhere Falls matchup up next, as it is going to be the Hardy Boys taking on the Dudley Boys in what should be a battle of the boys. Just a simple battle of the boys, really. That's what it comes down to. Simple battle of the boys, and the Hardy Boys win. Then we then go to a promo, which is happening somewhere. I don't know I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll go into a promo somewhere. That's a non-title match for the Tag Team Champions, by the way. Shane McMahon says that he has years of ring knowledge and that he will make sure the right man wins. I don't know. Well, I do know what he means by that, but there's S.A. Rios. We haven't seen him at all in this season so far. There's still a few people we haven't seen in this season so far. Up next in the main event, or the semi-main event that is, we have an I Quit matchup featuring Chris Jericho taking on the Road Diggity Dogg. Can Chris Jericho get the victory? He can. The big victory for the Y2J, the Millennial Man himself, Chris Jericho, as he gets the victory over Road Dogg. And then we get ready for our main event. Stone Cold's here. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Stone Cold. Stone Cold is here. Oh my god. My god. Stone Cold is here tonight for Backlash. He is a special referee in the main event. Triple H versus The Rock with Shane McMahon and Stone Cold as the referees. But first we're going to go to the back. or to somewhere, really. I don't know where we're going exactly, but we're going somewhere. We have Triple H here, though. He is doing a thing.
Oh my gosh, so close!
Oh my gosh, so close! Vince McMahon is really upset that Stone Cold showed up for work, finally. Well, can The Rock get the victory here tonight on Backlash after losing his WWE Championship this past week on SmackDown? Or can Triple H get the victory himself? It goes to Triple H. Shane McMahon made sure that the right man won. And now The Rock is 0-2 to start off this season. So there's that. There is that indeed. P. Saturn, the European champion, who's only had one match, and it was when he won the European Championship. Congratulations! Oh, we got Stone Cold. Oh my God, Stone Cold. A Stone Cold. What the hell? You flipping us off for? Wow, I can't believe Stone Cold just flipped us off. Alright, well, Stone Cold flipped us off. He's not very happy about being here, I guess. But that is going to be the end of this episode. We got through the first month of season, and we're going to have to see how things play out. We'll take a quick look at the rankings really quick to end the episode, as we're more than likely going to do that heading forward. Just kind of be like, hey, here's where things are sitting. So, of course, as we see, The Undertaker is the WWE Champion. We have Triple H as number one contender. Then The Rock, Benoit, Jericho, Kane, Kurt Angle, Rikishi, Mankind, and Stone Cold gets entered at the bottom of the WWE title picture. Intercontinental Championship. Looks like it's mostly kind of unchanged a little bit, really, there. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of basically unchanged there. European Championship, obviously, Perry Saturn's the new European Champion now, so him and Al Snow swapped here. Otherwise, everything else kind of seems about normal in this. Hardcore Champion, of course, the new champion being Bubba Ray Dudley. Bull Buchanan is the number one contender, so he's moved up the rankings. Steve Blackman is in third, followed by Devon, then Bossman, Farouk, Viscera, Paul Bearer, and Taz. Scotty Hottie, the light heavyweight champion. Dean Malenko, the former champion, is the number one contender. Grammar Sexay, Taka, Christian. Look at that. Look how far we've moved up. We are undefeated, 5-0, and we're already up in the 5th contender spot, I guess. Ahead of Jeff Hardy, S.A. Rios, Funaki, and Crash. Women's division, Trish moved up a couple spots. Otherwise, it's been about the same. And tag team division looks exactly the same. So there's that. So a little bit of changes as some crazy things have happened. We're going to have to see how those crazy things continue in the next episode. So thank you for watching. I definitely appreciate it. Hope you guys are excited for the reboot, and we'll have to see what happens in May of the first week, or May of the first year, that is. Thank all of you for watching, and we will catch everyone in the next episode.